Generally, in order to save from the public embarrassment, in order to save the respect of the family from the public embarrassment, family divides it internally among their family members, and they go ahead. So two types of divisions happen among the families, which is by writing a memorandum of family settlement before the elders, or by executing a partition deed. So what is the difference between memorandum of family settlement and partition deed? So partition deed flows from the Partition Act. It's around 150 years old act. It comes from that law. It is elaborately written in that law about how it has to be partitioned, the family properties, how they have to be partitioned, etc. Now, memorandum of family settlement is also law because courts recognized it. It's a court-made law. It's a judge-made law. So it also becomes a law because if the matter reaches the Supreme Court and Supreme Court decides the matter, or the matter reaches the High Court and High Court decides the matter, then also it becomes law. So memorandum of family settlement is a court-made law, and the partition deed will come out from a partition law. And another difference is income tax will not be attracted, or income tax law will not be attracted if it is a memorandum of family settlement. So family members decided to divide their properties and enjoy. So it is already their right. It is crystallized separately. Therefore, income tax law will not apply. So that is the subtle difference between memorandum of family settlement and partition deed. Now, what do? We don't even go to the registration office to register the memorandum of family settlement or the partition deed. And what is the background law for it? What's the law operating on this subject? Now, memorandum of family settlement can be done orally also, and partition can be done orally also. Oral partition and oral family settlement is recognized by law. But if you reduce it to writing, listen carefully, if you reduce it to writing on a piece of paper in order to not to face any unforeseen troubles tomorrow, then it must be registered. Now the law for this is Section 17 read with Section 49 of the Registration Act and 91 of the Evidence Act. Now what does law says? Law says that if you don't register, it will be not taken in evidence. But what do? We write it on a 100 rupees stamp paper and pass on our life. Tomorrow, obviously, dispute comes because some properties will have a higher growth and some properties will have a less growth. Property who in the hands of a person which has less growth will definitely approach the court and claim that the partition or the memorandum of the family settlement on 100 rupees stamp paper is illegal because law says so. Now, the subtle point which you must understand is Registration Act attacks the documents. It doesn't attack the partition or the family settlement or the sale. Sale is different. You can sell it without registration also, but that sale deed will not be permitted as evidence in the court of law. So don't get confused that registration is sale. No, Registration Act is not bothered about the nature of the transaction. Registration Act is bothered about the document of the transaction and the stamp duty. Sale is something different. That is why if you go to the sub-registrar office, he is not bothered about the sale, or he will not even ask whether the amount is received or not. He will not even bother what property is being registered except it is a government property. So therefore, the principle is Registration Act attacks the documents but not sale. So therefore, if you don't register the memorandum of family settlement or a partition deed, still it can be brought to court as a collateral evidence. What is a collateral evidence? Now, once the properties are partitioned, the family members may sell it, may give it as a gift, may do some transactions with that property. separate property. Sometimes mutation is also performed in the revenue records office, and if it is a city property, in a municipal records office also. Now the family members had acted on the memorandum of family settlement or the partition deed, which was not registered and executed on a 100 rupee stamp paper. Now whatever clients do, whatever the litigants do, it is the duty of the court to analyze the facts and circumstances of the case and deliver justice. Now what does court do? Court immediately applies the principles of the oral partition. What else court has? And use this document as a collateral evidence for a collateral purpose. Based on this document, the fact of partition can be ascertained. Now it is a collateral fact. Possession can be ascertained, collateral fact. Revenue records updation, mutation in the revenue records, collateral fact. Mutation in the municipal records, collateral fact. Some sale deed through this partition property, collateral fact. Other parties acquiring the property, collateral fact. So these are all the collateral facts and circumstances which will be taken into consideration based on this 100 rupee stamp paper. So writing on the 100 rupee stamp paper, the terms and conditions of the partition or the memorandum of family settlement is not illegal. It is not permitted in the court. Understand the difference. If you want to take something to the court as evidence, stamp duty has to be paid and you have to follow the mandate of the law. Simply exercising your own thought in your own style, court will not accept it. But it is the burden of the court to deliver justice. Therefore, court will deliver justice applying the principles of oral partition and the after effects of acting on the document. Hope I am clear. So definitely that document will be used as for the purpose of the collateral purpose only. Anyhow, court speaks in many languages. It all depends on the facts and circumstances of the case. But generally I am saying that if it is executed on a 100 rupee stamp paper, it is valid and it depends. The decision of the court depends. Better to restrict in order to have a clear title and not to foresee any unforeseen problems. Okay, thank you. Thanks for watching. If you have any doubts, kindly comment.